I'm Liv Kenya, and my friends and I are traveling from Nairobi, Kenya, all the way to Cape Town, South Africa. We're using the Guardian route, using this car. This is our story. Good morning from Lilongwe Park. There is Lilongwe Park. It's somewhere along the Great E Road in Zambia, and we are heading towards Malawi. Malawi is almost 300 to 200 kilometers from here. Today we will be crossing the border to Malawi. We are heading to Chipata, and then we cross over to the border, and we hope to get to the capital city, which is Lilongwe. We got here a bit late. It was around 9:20, and decided to just sleep here, because we found it was just the forest. We were not sure if we could get accommodation several kilometers ahead, so we decided to sleep here. But before we got here, we saw a very huge tree. Now we were wondering whether that was fig tree or baobab tree, but there's an attendant, the guy who helped us settle here in Lilongwe Park. He told us that it is a baobab tree, and everyone who passes by that place always wonders, is always amazed by that tree. So we want to go and see it before we continue with our journey. So guys, join us in this adventure, as today we will be getting to Malawi. 9, I think it will be our country number. Imagine we've even lost count. So stay tuned. And if you are joining the channel for the first time, I'm Liv Kenya here. This is Patrick, yes, and then Jen, say hi.
Mornings.
Adia,
Hi.
and we love Fruticana. As we were using this road yesterday, we realized that there were so many car breakdowns along the road, and after we've talked to the guy who was attending to us in Lilongwe Park, and there was also another driver who stayed with us. He told us that it is majorly because of the potholes on the road. It's majorly because of the sorry about that. These kids along this road, they're always asking for something. So if you can carry some water, some food for them, it will be good. We were told that it's majorly because of the many potholes along this road. There are so many potholes. If you drive at night, you can easily hit a pothole and get into an accident. So be very careful when you're using this road, and as much as possible, drive during the day, because we came across so many trucks which were spoiled by the road. Now the other problem with this road is that it is quite narrow. It's quite narrow for it to be a highway. So you'll just get a very nice road, and then you just from just nowhere you come across a pothole. So this is the tree. That is a big tree. Imagine we saw it was at night, but we saw it. That is why we asked to ask the guy if we could go back, because we were not sure the distance we had covered. Humongous. Now let's enjoy the sceneries on the road. It's just amazing to see hills in Zambia because we've been driving on very flat ground. This is the Great E Road. Be very careful, because you can see here the road looks really good, and then you just see potholes from nowhere. Others have been patched, others have not been patched. It's just insane. And many people living around this place, they just live in grass thatched houses, because it's very hot. Even during the day, even during the night, it was so hot. We did not cover ourselves with blankets. I hope there's no toll on this road, because these roads are so bad.
Already paid for?
Yeah, we've already paid for since we got into Zambia. seen a lot of dried fish. There are plenty of, if you would like to buy dried fish. This place is called Lilongwe. When you get to Lilongwe, you can get a lot of dried fish. That is the Lilongwe River. This route, the Great E route from where we are, is just a few kilometers to Mozambique. Mozambique is actually on our right. It's not very far. After that bridge, the road is better. We don't know whether it's a new road, but we do not want to speak too soon, because in Zambia we've learned that you can have a very good road and then from nowhere you just get potholes after potholes.
Black market, I'm on the top generator. Brother Kamata, sister Kata, you know
the distance that we could have covered in South Africa in like 2 hours, we're covering it with. It's been almost 5 hours, and we've not yet covered it. So it's lower in the Zambian side, I think, because of plenty of meanders. I don't think even it's meanders. The road is very narrow. There are many tracks. There are some potholes here and there, even though since we crossed the bridge, the road has been really good. But what is exciting about Zambia? Street food. We've been buying and eating a lot of street foods. Even in this car, we have boiled maize. Let me just look at a deer like that with the same boiled maize.
The maize was amazing, by the way. So sweet, so soft, so nice. I don't know how she boiled it, but it was perfect.
Some people here want to eat my maize. I'm not mentioning names.
We need to eat it while it's still hot.
No, I'll eat my maize. Look at these people. So there's a lot of that. So we love street foods. You just stop the car, you buy something that someone is selling. Most of the time, you even don't know where it is coming from, but most of the time, it's delicious. Yes, and organic. So we just move on with that. That is the African way, right?
Yes,
that is the. Oh, we've already started seeing motorbikes. Bodas. We call them bodas back at home. The motorbike riders. They are like the motorbike taxis. Yes, we've already started seeing them. So welcome to Africa. So far we've also paid a toll. This is our sixth toll since we got into Zambia. 20 kwacha each. So for this road, I'm comfortable paying 20 kwacha because this side of the road is fine.
it is.
But still, I hope that something will be done about the other routes. Everywhere we go, if someone sees our number plate, they're like, which country are you coming from? When you tell them Kenya, they're like, hi, you came all the way. I think Kenyans are still not in this side of Zambia.
Yeah. Although we met one today.
Yeah, we met one. We met one from Nairobi. Oh, no.
Bunyore.
Is it from Bunyore?
Bunyore, yeah.
Yes. He could recognize our Swahili. He was like, are you guys Kenyans? Because of the Swahili. He did not even see the car. And then he's like, yes, I come from Kenya. I'm from Bunyore. And it was a nice thing catching up. By that time, some of these things we just report without showing any faces, because not everyone is comfortable showing their faces on camera, and some people just like to keep their identity private. You know, when you choose to record everything, that is your choice, but don't assume that everyone else also is comfortable with that. Yeah, so yeah, we are still enjoying our journey. I slept for like I think an hour. I even dreamt. I dreamt that I was at home and it was a nightmare.
The road was that smooth.
Yeah, the road was very smooth.
From Lilongwe all the way to Chipata, the road is Zambia.
Yes.
But you'll face a nightmare before you get to Lilongwe. You will suffer.
And we've seen so many police stops.
Yeah, too many.
Too many, in fact. But now the good thing, these policemen, by the time we get close to them, they haven't seen our number plate. I think the number plate could also be the problem.
Yeah, it could be. But then they're friendly.
Yeah, they're friendly. We've not been harassed. I can't say we've been harassed. Yeah. They just confirm your papers. There was the immigration stop. There was a military stop. There was a police stop. So they just confirm the papers and then you move on. So yeah, that is the update. And we are really enjoying the hilly side of Zambia. This is the side that we never saw, like at all. We did not expect the hills like at all, because it's plateau, just flat ground. There are a lot of vegetation, trees and all that, but flat ground. At least we are seeing some hills here and there. And then also they have a lot of mangoes. Oh my god, this just reminds me of it's called Ushago. Ushago is what in English?
Countryside.
Yes, the countryside. I miss my grandmother, because there used to be so many. Just her backyard was an orchard. Anyway, so let's continue the journey. We are like almost it's 100 kilometers to the border.
Yeah, close to.
Yeah, almost 100 kilometers to the border. And imagine in South Africa and Botswana and Namibia, 100 kilometers we would cover in like 50 minutes.
What even?
Yeah, 50 minutes.
But
1 hour hour tops if it's too slow. But most of the time 50-40 minutes. That 100 kilometers might cover with 3 hours here or 2.5. So I don't know why, but it is what it is. We are at Mchinji Mwami border. It is the border between, it's called between Zambia and Malawi. It's just right at the edge of, it's called Great East Road. So these are the requirements for passengers, even the driver. You're required to just clear at the migration. You exit Zambia and then you enter Malawi. So what is required is your passport, and then they will ask you the reason for travel. Maybe you're visiting or you're on transit or all that. But from our experience, we've realized that when you say it's for transit, you're given maybe just 2 days or 3 days, depending on how fast buses usually transverse the country. If the buses take 3 days, you'll be given 3 days. If the buses take 4 days, it will be the same. So because of that, we've decided that even if you are going to a country and we'll visit somehow, we won't just be going direct. You just say you are going to visit. So we've gotten 30 days for visiting. For the car, I went to customs to clear with the Zambian customs, and then I went to Malawian customs. The requirements at the Malawian customs are a valid passport, a police clearance document. Police clearance document is an Interpol any document that Interpol has certified that the car is legit, it's not stolen. So I just presented the one I got from Malawi. You remember when you were getting from Zambia, sorry. You remember when we were getting into Zambia the very first time when we were going towards South Africa, there was that police check by the Interpol. So I just used the same document to enter. I just presented the same document. I just told him that we had a search by the Zambian police, and the documents, I just presented the documents. So that is the police clearance document, and it's been written. There's just I'm reading from another document here which guided me. It's been written, if the applicant is not the owner of the vehicle, a copy of the original affidavit is required. So if you're not the owner, provide a copy of the original affidavit. Okay, the charges that we've paid so far. One more thing, you need to present the original car document. We call it logbook. You have to present the original logbook, which you will use to get your details. You'll also require your valid driver's license, because there are details. There is a form that you're given where you're supposed to fill in those details, and he might want to check 1 or 2 things. Okay. So, and you must also know where you're going in Malawi. So for us, we just wrote Lilongwe because we will be sleeping there today. So yeah, you should know the address. So the fee payable at the processing fee, it is 20,000 Malawian kwacha. Carbon tax less than 1500 cc, so I paid 4,000 Malawian kwacha. But if your car is 1501 to 2000 cc, you pay 8,000 Malawian kwacha. If it is 2001 to 3000 cc, you pay 11,500 Malawian kwacha, and above 3000 you'll pay 15,500 Malawian kwacha. And then you'll also pay the toll fee saloon car or a small vehicle, it's 20 USD. It's best that you carry USD, because it will really help you. Because you remember when you are clearing in to get into Zambia as well, you are required to have 20 USD the first time. If you pay the first time, you won't pay again. Actually, we paid even when you were coming back. So you are required to have some notes of USD. So here you pay 20 USD, United States dollars, for the car toll. And I've been told that since I have paid the toll, the 20 USD toll here at the border, I'm not required to pay any more on my way. So let's see how that one goes. But so far the process was very smooth. In fact, it's only that we came around the time when people had gone for lunch. Let's just say in a bad day you'll take an hour, in a good day 30 minutes, because you have to go and pay the money at the cashiers. You'll have to get the money, you pay it at the cashier. So if you get a long queue at the cashier's desk, it will take longer. But all I can say is you don't need an agent. You can do it you can do everything for yourself. So I would rate the clearance here maybe 4. Is it 4, dear? 4 is fair. Out of 5.
Yeah.
Out of 5, 4 is fine.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, 4 out of 5.
I would give them 5. The problem is this dollar thing.
Yeah, the problem is the currency.
You'd be able to just swipe your card and not have to deal with a lot of currency.
Yeah, if only that was possible. Now, something else, the ATM that is here, it only takes the Visa cards. If you have a MasterCard, you have a problem. Just so when you come here and you want the Malawian kwacha, use your Visa card. There is an ATM in here in the hall. It's called what?
NMS. Is it NMS bank?
Yes.
NBS.
Just in the office,
NBS.
in the clearance hall, there is an ATM. You can get the money there. Okay, here at the border also, there are people who can help you change money. I'm not sure if you should trust them, because we only exchanged the few Zambian kwacha that we had left. It was just a small amount, but it was, so far it is fine. I'm not sure whether the notes are original or not. If they are fake, I won't know, because I don't know what to check for, but you guys can tell us. But otherwise, we've just withdrawn from the ATM the amount we need. We'll proceed with our journey, but so far I like the border. So let's go and see what Malawi has to offer. Just a few meters after the border, it's basically like maybe a kilometer from the border. You will pay council fee. It's here. It's 2,500 Malawian kwacha.
Mchinji District Council.
Yes, from Mchinji District Council fee. So once you pay once, you won't have to pay again. Now, something else we have noticed: the 200 Malawian kwacha. There's a lady. We are seeing a lady for the first time in a note. She was the first cabinet secretary of Malawi at independence. She was, because she's a late. Yeah. So this is very interesting. So our first impression of Malawi is that I think Malawi is a very fertile, particularly this area is very fertile. It's very green, and the people are really hardworking, because all the farms have been plowed. I think they are waiting it is the planting season, so they have planted, and there's a lot of food. Even on the streets, there are plenty of mangoes. There are plenty of vegetable. We've seen a lot of, it's called daga. Yes, we've seen a lot of daga. Daga is omena. If you're a Kenyan, daga is omena. We've seen a lot of daga on the road. They are fishermen and they are crop farmers. They are also livestock keepers. So that is what we've seen so far. People in Malawi are very kind. You know, when I was at the border, everyone was helping me, including the customs officers, the cashier guy. Even someone came and helped me fill the details in the pay slip. It's called pay slip, deposit slip at the bank. Be blessed, Malawians. I hope everyone is like that, because that is my first impression. I hope everyone is like that. I'm excited about Malawi. Good morning from Lilongwe in Malawi. This is my breakfast. We stayed in this, it's called an inn. What is the name of the? Lungazi Inn. Yes, and today we're going to explore the city. So we'll have our breakfast and then we'll talk shortly. Lungazi. We're in Lilongwe, Malawi. Remember, it is the capital city of Lilongwe is the capital city of Malawi. We are going to do a brief city tour because our main focus will be the Lake Malawi. It is what has brought us this far. But we have a couple of places that we put in our Google map where we are going to see as we also explore the city. So my first impression about Malawi is that it's a very fertile place, very green. People are very hardworking. Yes, people are very hardworking and they are very kind. They helped me a lot in the border. Like literally everybody wanted to help me at the border. And you know just how everyone is usually thinking about their own clearance at the border. Yet these people, even the bank attendants, the customs officers, they were willing to help. They helped me fill some forms. I'm just amazed by the Malawian people. And there is also plenty of food. It just feels like home. If you've been to Western Kenya, Malawi is like Western Kenya. In fact, their dialect, the way they speak, it's mostly Bantu, and I feel like they speak like the people from Western Kenya. So people from Western Kenya, you have your brothers here, you must come and visit them. Okay, so let's explore this city. And if you're watching for the first time, I'm Liv Kenya and I'm with my 3 other friends. This is Patrick, and then Jane there, lady in red, and then Hadia. So we always travel, we do a lot of road trips. This is one of them. We travel from Nairobi all the way to Cape Town. Now we are on our way back, but we decided to pass through Malawi. Instead of passing through Zambia all the way to Tanzania, we decided to pass through Malawi so that we can see how the country looks like. And so far we're impressed. We thought that the roads would be horrible. Everybody else says Namibian roads are horrible, but they're actually good roads. Just look at this. So there is this, it's called Malawi Assemblies of God. That is a huge cross. So they're constructing some of their roads, but so far we've had very good roads in Malawi. Better than, I can't even compare the Malawian roads to the Zambian roads. No, the roads in Malawi are really good. So far, let me not say they're really good, but so far they're good. So you can see some of the artworks that they do, the crafts work. Look at that. Those are so beautiful. Roads are still under construction, but at least the ones that they allow people to pass are graded. So kudos to the Malawian government so far. I don't want to speak about what Chinji border all the way to Lilongwe, the road is very good. My only concern about that road is that there are so many police stops. We encountered around 7 to 8 stops, police stops and checks on that road. But now the good thing is they were just confirming your documentation. Our documentations are in order, so they were just confirming the documentation, and then they would allow us to pass. We do not spend even 5 minutes in any of the stops, so even though there are many stops, at least they are efficient. Yeah, people are really trying to put food on their table. And these are wash. Actually, have you ever used that one to wash your body? It's like a scrub. We are at the World War I Memorial, and it's right here. Such a beautiful tall building. If you can manage to climb to the top, you'll be able to see the entire city, but I'm told it's restricted. We'll see if we can get permission. However, this is in commemoration of people who fought in different wars, especially World War I, and yeah, their names there. On this one is on my right. On my left, that is Dr. Hastings, the first president of Malawi. He ruled Malawi for like almost, I think, 20 to 30 years. All these are free, by the way. We've been told that we should not pay money anywhere. In the list we've shown, there's a local home, we've shown the list of places we want to go, and he said it's all free. So here we are. So there are so many wars in memory of the following officers, non-commissioned officers and men who were killed in action. Gumbururu, 17th April 1907. So there are so many wars. Each of them represent a different kind of war.
1914 to 1918 mostly.
Yeah, this is just a memorial park. In fact, just behind me, this is a memorial park. You can just come and sit anywhere as long as it is in the area around the area that is allowed. So there's no one here. I'm very tired already. Wow. Thank God I used to climb trees when I was a young girl.
That one is in Homa.
Homa?
Yeah.
Mountain. So, and this one around here is just the park?
This is a botanic garden.
Oh, botanical garden.
Yeah, botanic garden.
Capitol Hill.
Yeah. So it's where we have government administration offices. This is Minister of Gender and Labor.
Okay.
Yeah, in this building. While that one is Minister of Health, Minister of Economic, Minister of Transport, Education, Agriculture, and there are many.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have managed to get to the top, and from there you can be able to see the entire city. From what I could see from up there, Lilongwe is a small city. It is the capital city, but it's small as compared to the other cities that I've seen. You cannot even compare it with Lusaka. It's quite small. I would say probably smaller than even Windhoek. Yes. So there are very few skyscrapers here and there, but for the population and for the size of the country, it is fine. just okay for the country. And they really pride in Lake Malawi. Everyone we come across, all the locals are like, you have to go to Lake Malawi, and then we just tell them that is the reason why we are here. So it must be a very good place. So we're going to our next place. So this is Presidential Area 49. Okay. So guys, that monument is surrounded by a botanical garden. That is why it was so green. And yes, there are some government buildings just on that area, on the hill. There are some government buildings. They are in one place, like Ministry of Gender and those other ministries. They are in one place. We've seen it from a distance. You can also see the stadium, the national stadium, from it is somewhere on our right. Yes, so when you're up there, you can be able to see it. Even the parliament, it has like some sort of a dome shape, so you can also see it from up there. So on our way back, we have been stopped again by the police lady this time, and all they are checking mostly is if you have the insurance and if your driving license is valid. So the COMESA insurance that we used has helped us a lot. We did not have to get any other insurance in all the countries that we've traveled in. So it is one of those things you need to have whenever you are traveling, like towards South Africa or to the southern countries. COMESA insurance, it will really come in handy. Yeah, third party is fine. Some people can even cover comprehensive. I don't know if COMESA gives comprehensive, but it will come in handy. So that in every border you don't have to get a new insurance. It just covers all the COMESA countries, and that is something you need to note. So this is where we stayed yesterday night. It's called Ingadzi Inn. Yes, it is a very simple place. You'll get nice breakfast, comfortable bed. Yeah, that is where we stayed. It was an estimate of around 9,000 Kenyan shillings for 2 rooms. Each room has a 5x6 bed, has 2 5x6 beds. So this is the crafts market. I wish we could get in, but right now we have very limited time. But you'll realize that all African crafts markets have similar things. The decor, the carvings, printed fabrics. So we're getting into Old Town Mall. Short photo. Oh, it looks really good. So it's just a basic mall, just like any other mall. Okay. This is really nice.
Wow, nice mats.
I've never seen such. What are these made of? Sisal? They look like jute.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Ah.
Africa.
This is a lampshade.
Yeah, it is.
And then this is a... Looks like a necklace.
Yeah, it does.
Brilliant. Can you imagine? This is just wood. Wood, it's like entirely wood with some few pieces of metal. How do you call this game in your language? Huh?
She should. Oh, this is bao.
It's called bao.
Yes.
I think we also call it bao. Others call it
also call it-
ajua. Here's yet another wooden lampshade. Just look at that.
This one, and then
You see?
open it up.
You guys have very unique art, by the way, as compared to other arts that I've seen in African shops. Yes, they are very different.
8 districts of Malawi, this is all soil. So if you buy this or you take this with you, you have taken the whole Malawi.
28 districts. You have 28 districts and you're a small country.
Yeah, it's a very small country. But all these, they are from 28 districts.
So the different soils from different countries.
Yes. Different regions.
And this is your
That's our flag, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is called Malawi Preserve. Dr. David Livingstone, when he was coming from the Britain, he came through and settled here. This was the first place Dr. David Livingstone settled in Malawi.
This McLear, I'm told.
Yeah, Cape McLear.
It's very beautiful.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. So he had a friend, Thomas McLear. So because he loved Thomas McLear, he said that this cape, I'll call it McLear.
Okay.
Yeah, so in 1949, Sir Geoffrey Kobe said that we are going to introduce flights. They are coming from Southampton to Malawi, direct to Malawi. So there were flights from Southampton, which is the UK, direct to Malawi. So these people now, they didn't want the Victoria Falls to be more famous than Malawi.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's why you feel that Malawi at some point, it had in the Rhodesians, it had some certain sort of favoritism from the British.
They favored you guys.
They favored us. They favored us a lot.
Okay.
Because in the times of, after that time, a Malawi kwacha was $1, was equal to $1. A Malawi 1 kwacha.
And then what happened? You have the lowest value. For your money has the lowest value in Southern Africa.
Yeah, we elected leaders that are always doing on assumptions.
Oh, African leaders. So guys, that is the Old Town Mall. I've just seen the most unique art. I've gone to many countries that I've been checking their crafts work. They always seem a bit similar. In fact, that was my first assumption until when I got in there. Those are very unique art, and I like the history that the guy at the bookshop told us. So I think it's worth it for you to come and check out that art. Just remember that it's unique for a reason. It's quite expensive. The fridge magnet was around 1,200 Kenyan shillings for the fridge magnets. I collect fridge magnets, but that was a bit high. Most of the time I buy it at an equivalent of 500 Kenyan shillings or maybe 700 tops, but that one was a bit high. However, it has the most beautiful art ever, the most beautiful lampshades. You need to come to this place. I would recommend it. It seems dead, it seems quiet, but there's a beautiful restaurant, there's a beautiful bookshop with some art there. It's like some sort of gallery. That guy will tell you a lot about Malawi. And you need to go to the crafts, it's called the shop at the farthest edge. It has a lot of art. Very nice, very nice. So one thing I've realized about Malawi is that they do not have like specific names for different areas. They just give them numbers like area 4, area 49 or area 24, something of that sort. Most of these roads are still under construction. I believe that maybe if you come here 2 years from now, you'll find a very different Malawi, because most of their roads are under construction, but at least the roads that they have created to facilitate that are graded. So it won't be a big problem for you to drive around this city with your small car, if you have a small car. From what we did our research, one of the places we were supposed to see was the parliament. It's just beyond this fence, beyond this concrete fence. But it is heavily guarded by policemen and I think even some defense forces. I don't think you're getting in there. Is this one? It's called Bungu Wakalika International Conference Center. Yeah, conventional. It's like our KICC. Dr. Hastings, who was the first president of Malawi, was buried in a mausoleum that is right behind the parliament. Now the mausoleum, I'm confident that it is free of charge and the public are allowed to access it. So it is also one of those places you can visit when you're in Malawi. But we just passed, but we are running out of time, so we'll just try to check out the rest of the city and then go all the way to Lake Malawi. We just happen to have very limited time here, but those are some of the places you can go. You can go to the mausoleum, the two mosques, Jame Mosque and the Lilongwe Central Mosque. You can go to the it's called Old Town Mall. crafts market, to the, it's called the memorial monument where we went first for the war heroes. This is an activity that you can do within just one day. Lilongwe is not a big city, it's a bit small, but the country itself is also small, so it makes a lot of sense. Seen Lilongwe, the city. Like I said, it is a bit, it's not so big. You can just cover it. Within a day you'll have visited all those places, including the mosques. But we are running out of time, so we'll just continue with our journey all the way to like Malawi. The Malawian flag almost looks like the one in Kenya. It's only that they do not have like white stripes somewhere. This is the park. Guys, we are leaving Lilongwe. We're heading towards Lake Malawi. Now, Lake Malawi forms a very big part of the country. So, we'll be passing through so many beaches. And we'll show you guys. We actually chose to come to Malawi just because of Lake Malawi. And we'd like to focus on that. So guys, stay tuned for the coming episodes. If you are new to the channel, kindly consider subscribing and joining our virtual family. Please share the video with your friends and comment below on what you think of the journey so far. Until the next episode, guys, bye!